Ah, yes. Beautiful day. Do you ever feel like you are not enough? It's a strange question, I know. But I think most of you know what I mean. It's something like there's a person who you are today, there's a person who you could be, and this feeling of not being enough or never being enough, it's like you're in the gap of who you are versus who you could be. And I felt this way recently, so I just asked myself the question. I was like, black and white, closed-ended question, do you feel like you are enough? And the honest answer that I gave was no. I feel like I am not enough. So I meditated on that a little bit, and I was like, all right, let me inquire this feeling. Why do you feel like you're not enough? Immediate answer came to my mind. It's like, well, I could be more. Okay, great. What is the more that you could be? And when I asked that question, very strange. It's like two different pathways populated within my mind. Two different pathways that I could literally choose which one to take. And one was the things that I could gain, the money I could gain, having more admiration, attention, wealth, all of these worldly treasures, gaining things. That's why I'm not enough, because I don't have enough. And the other pathway was a more abstract pathway, but somehow more real at the same time. It was, well, I could be kinder. I could be more charitable with my time, with my money, with my attention. I could be a better listener. I could give more love to people. I could be more virtuous. And so I saw that as the right pathway, so I inquired on that pathway, and I was like, all right, when will you be enough? When will you be perfectly virtuous? What is the day that that will happen? What is the day that you will be righteous? And right away I was like, that day doesn't exist. There is no day that I will be perfect, because that is the meaning of life. Life is a practice. Life is a stage of growth. Life is growing closer to who you were always meant to be, who God made you to be. But you'll never, that's part of the mystery of life. You never reach that. It's the growth itself where there is meaning. But it's really interesting. If you think about that first pathway, the pathway of wanting to gain more things, wanting to have money, wanting to have more attention, the world will drum into your ears. It will do anything it can. It will say whatever needs to be said to convince you that you are not enough, because you need to have more. You need to do more. You need to achieve more. You need to be more. You need to get the bag. You need to get more money. You need to buy the next thing. And if you can't afford the next thing, there's something wrong with you. And men will never respect you. And women will never love you. But truly, in regards to that, we've seen what both men and women who worship worldly treasures, we've seen what they cheer for. If they're booing us, well, that doesn't really matter, because we've seen what they cheer for. But the whole situation is like, there's a paradox that happens in this dichotomy, this dynamic of not being enough and the day not being enough, holding your hope for some point in the future that never comes. It's like in Genesis in the Bible, Adam and Eve eat from the forbidden fruit. They realize that they're naked, not enough. They realize that they're vulnerable, naked, that they are insufficient. And the question that God asks them, it's profound, because he said, who told you? He said, who told you that you're naked? Who told you that you're not enough? And the paradox is that life is a practice. Life is an exercise of growing to be more of who you were meant to be, who God created you to be, a child of God, someone more resonant with the image of God. But it's always a practice, and the fall always occurs if you desire or believe that you've already reached the end, then you fall because something happens, like pride. Something happens that steals your humility. And then it's not a belief that you are enough that steals your humility and takes you into pride, but rather it's the cessation of the practice. It's the cessation of growth. And in regards to the day, and in regards to who you are today, Jesus Christ, it's such a beautiful request. It's a mandate, you would even say. Jesus is giving the Sermon on the Mount. He tells the people who he's teaching, his disciples and the myriads of people, he says, don't worry about tomorrow. Tomorrow will have enough worries for its own. Look at the lilies of the field. Solomon in all of his glory wasn't as beautiful as them. Solomon, the richest man of all time. Solomon, who had all of these worldly treasures. Jesus is like, Solomon in his worldly glory isn't as beautiful as the lilies of the field. And if God takes care of these lilies, which are here today and thrown into the fire tomorrow, would he not take care of you? You of little faith. And so don't worry about tomorrow. Tomorrow will have enough worries of its own. Pursue first the kingdom of God, and everything else will be given to you. And do you believe that? Do you have faith in that? That if you pursue the kingdom of God, that everything else would be given to you? I understand that if I say, well, don't listen to the world. The world is telling you to make more money, buy more things, achieve more, do more. You're like, yeah, but I still have to go to work and I still have to eat. You will do those things. You will go to work, and work will go back to being what it was before it was taken so seriously, because it became like a life and death situation. Everything became so tight and rigid. It can be play. It could be fun. It could be enjoyed. And you'll just do it because you're a human being and that's what you do. All of the most prolific moments of my life, the times that I've succeeded at jobs, truly, were the times that I was like, man, things are not going well for me. I'm about to get fired. I don't know if I'm going to be here tomorrow. I'm just going to focus not on the people who are above me, the authority, the world, and what they're telling me to do. I'm talking to customers. I'm going to try to make the life of the people who I'm talking to better. Because what else do I have? I'm about out of here anyway. I'm not going to be here tomorrow. I'm going to get fired. Tomorrow doesn't matter. There's enough worries for the day. And I just want to make people's life better because that's what I was made to do. That's what we were all made to do. And that's like spreading love, spreading kindness. You yourself focusing on other people, making their day better. It makes your own day better. It is the pursuance of the kingdom of God. And then everything else is given to you because you can be loose again. You can be like a child. You can be in a state of play. You can enjoy life. You've got a mandate to enjoy life. You can't put your joy for some day in the future. The world will tell you to get more things. The world will tell you to be miserable until you get more things. But the kingdom of God is at hand. Life is here today. Redemption is here today. Love is here today. And there is no greater love than this, laying your life down for your friend. Being deaf to the things that the world is telling you that you are lacking and you need more. This is a famine. You need to get more. You need to do more. You need to be more. You are enough. The day is sufficient for itself. Life is here today. We can return to a state of play. We can listen to music. We can enjoy this song of life. We can try to make people's day better, because that's what we were made to do. That's what we were made to do. Right. And for now, that's all that I have. Goodbye.